In this video, guys, we're going to look at new year, new trader. Great time to review your trading. Stay tuned. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. Okay, so as we come into the new year, now you may be watching this as it's been uploaded. You may well be watching this anytime during the year. In actual fact, I am a big fan of constantly reviewing your trading, constantly looking at it, constantly updating, adapting, adjusting. However, I recognize that at some point there's a time, and specifically when you're coming into the new year, coming to the end of the year, you look back in your trading and you weren't happy with your performance, right? I've been there, we've all been there. You've looked back and you've gone, you know what? Maybe it's early in your career, maybe it's in the middle of your career, maybe you kind of, you're very seasoned trader, you've had a bad year. Most of the time it's going to be at the beginning of your trading career and you've just lost money that year, or you've not made as much as you thought, you've put in a lot of effort, and you kind of look at it and you go, wait, I've put all this effort in and I might have lost money, I might have made a little bit of money that I could have earned way more, put in a minimum wage, for example, whatever the number may be, you're looking at it but you're just not happy. Now, New Year is a great time to say to yourself, right, I'm going to start afresh. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, I think you can do this whenever. You can start afresh whenever, but for whatever reason, we kind of all think that New Year is the time when we need to start and kind of turn over a new leaf. So we may as well take the opportunity. While it's the momentum's there and you're the kind of person who needs that little bit of a shove, then use it. Use it as a fuel to kind of become a better trader. And the best way to do this, or I found the best way to do this, is to spend a lot of time in review and reflection. So we're not beating ourselves up for the performance. What's done is done, it's gone, it's gone. Now, whatever that may be, maybe you've had lost an awful lot of money, maybe you've broken even, whatever, or maybe you've made a little bit or a lot and you could have made more. It doesn't really matter, but the point is to not concern yourself too much. And really this video is for people who are, on the losing end of the spectrum, who have not made what they wanted to make this year, rather than people who've made okay, because that's kind of a different mindset and different attitude, and you're kind of being more aggressive on what you're good at. This is really kind of taking stock and almost wiping the slate clean. And rather than beating yourself up about it and going, oh, I've lost this money, or, I've spent all this time on it and I've only made this amount of money, it's really reflecting and reviewing and being ultimately honest with yourself. And perhaps this is something to do for the whole month of December. I remember spending a long time in December reviewing, adjusting, thinking about, planning, and it made a massive difference going into the year. It was very early in my career, kind of year 3, something like that. And it really was the most useful thing ever. So perhaps you can consider doing that yourself, guys. So going back to the thing without digressing, is we're looking at our trades. That's the key thing. Now, it's likely maybe you haven't been trading from a plan, you haven't been executing the plan, your discipline's been off. It's going to be one of those things. Now, one thing to say is if you've been sticking to your plan and your discipline and you don't have to be profitable, I'm going to give you a double thumbs up, because that can be adjusted and can be tweaked. But for most of us, for most traders in that position there then, and I've spoken to other traders who have, who are kind of way more experienced than me, like 20, 30 years plus, they exactly the same thing. When they started out and they're losing, it's normally because they're not sticking to the plan, they're not sticking to the discipline. This is the time and the opportunity to grab it and change it. So the first thing you do is you review and you say, okay, what strategies do I have? Do I even have a strategy? Even just going back to the most basics, have I even got a strategy? You might even find you're just shooting from the, shooting from the hip, and you're just executing and not even thinking about strategy. So the first thing you've got to do is have a strategy, have a plan, build a plan, construct a plan. If you've got that, then you can move forward. Loads of videos I've done on building a trading plan, constructing a strategy, all that kind of stuff. This is about reviewing, and this is about specifically going into the new year. So we're reviewing the trades from last year. We're looking at them and we're saying, okay, there must be something good from it. There's going to be a lot of bad, but there must be something good. What am I good at? What do I actually feel like I've got a handle on? Where are my profitable trades coming from? Are they coming from, is there a cluster in a certain area? What is it? This is why it takes such a long time, because inevitably, guys, if you're early on in your career, you've just trade all year, you kind of looked at your balance, maybe you've topped up your account, you've gone, that's not so great. It's a mess. This is the time to start to stack things a little bit, perhaps into market order, perhaps you print off your trades, perhaps you create a spreadsheet, but put the effort in now. Honestly, it is the most valuable, best trade you'll make in terms of return on your investment. You invest 3-4 weeks on it now, 2 weeks even, and you just categorize all your trades, you review all your trades, you put them into order, you work out what was good, what wasn't. Maybe you look at it and go, you know what, it's a catastrophe. I've just not stuck to any plan. I've just gone to here, I've gone to here, I've gone to there. I've got no reason for a lot of the trades. Right, I need to start a complete fresh. Or, like I say, you go through, you find nuggets of success and what's working and go, okay, well, I can start again the new year, but with from a slightly higher point. I've got some evidence here that says I should start from this. I should implement this strategy. Right, let me rewrite my rules. Let me get my new journal out. Let me write this, let me write that. Let me give myself manageable goals, not monetary goals. Talking about focus goals in trading, and then start to implement them slowly through January, rather than kind of what most of us do in the beginning. And I kind of put my hands up and say I've done this myself. You go through Christmas, you kind of trading's really quiet generally, and then the markets are closed, the half days here and there everywhere, and then you start off in January like, yeah, I'm going to absolutely smash it in January. Come into January, you're all guns blazing, and you end up losing like several trades in a row, and you go, right, that's a really bad start, and you're digging yourself a big hole. It doesn't make any sense logically, but psychologically, it's so powerful to have a good start in January. I know it's meaningless, like I say, it's just a time stamp in the year, but for some reason, psychologically, if you have a good January, even if it's a small kind of gain, even if you've followed your rules, you've executed correctly, that really puts you in a good stead for the rest of the year, or at least the first half of the year, rather than you go into January, like I say, losing loads of money and then being on the back foot and trying to recover it throughout the latter part of January, starting again in February. It's just a bad, then the market might go quiet, and then you've got all this cycle. You know the score. If you've been trading for a couple of years, guys, you know how it goes. So, point of this video is, New Year is a time to review. It's a time in December to say, okay, if my performance wasn't so good in this current year, take December to, rather than attempt to recover the damage, which again, I'll put my hands up and say, I've been there and done that, tried to recover December, think, oh yeah, I'm really going to hit it. Or even worse, again, been there, done that, had a great year and tried to really press it into December to really get that account balance right up and done damage. So, you know, most of the time December is very cautious, very careful. If you've got a good year, end it on a high note. It's good to put that stamp in. If you haven't, then end on a high note by saying, you know what, it wasn't a very good year financially, but my review in December has made me really prepared, and I'm now ready to hit the market again in January with a good, clear, crystal clear plan and strategy. So for me, it was a successful year, you can say, because even though I lost money, I actually took stock of the situation in December and prepared again for January. So new year, guys, new trader, take the time to review. Now, make sure you are subscribed, because all throughout the rest of this month, and probably in the start of the new year, depending on when you're watching this, and throughout kind of the next few months into the new year, we're going to have various things coming out about, you know, developing yourself as a new trader, you know, the planning aspect of trading, adding strategies in, the kind of stuff that you do. For you guys out there who are in this and seriously, you guys are in this for a longer term, you're in it and you're going to do it whatever it takes to do it, then definitely, you know, stay subscribed for those videos and be alerted to those, and make sure you're watching those. There'll be other stuff in there as well. We always do lots of other videos, informational videos for beginning traders and all this kind of stuff. But if this is the kind of stuff you like, then, you know, stick around, because we've got lots more of this coming on. Anyway, I hope that's helped you. I hope that's kind of made you think perhaps it's something you can do. And if it has, stick it in the comment section below. And I hope you have a great December. Take care. Bye-bye.